We were not recording.
Prank mode.
No, we were not recording. I'm kidding. No!
Ha! What am I reading tomorrow?
Hello po sa inyo.
Bonjour à tous.
Greetings from the Frenchman's Bride. My name is Dan.
My name is Clément.
And today we will be doing a Q&A with my beautiful French fiancé. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our channel.
I'm happy to be here.
It's your first official appearance here.
Excited. Excited, really.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm finally here as an official guest and not like a part of
Yeah,
videos, you know?
You're not just a guest here,
No,
though.
that's not what I mean.
Okay.
More
Yeah, but
like,
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay. Because you're not the Frenchman's Bride, are you?
Not really.
Not at all.
No.
Okay. How
Probably...
does it feel to be filming this for the second time?
Je sais pas, a bit disappointed at the first shooting, but didn't go well. To be honest, but I mean, we learned from it.
Filmed this for the first time last night while we were having dinner.
Delicious pizza.
Delicious pizza from SNR. Pero,
mistakes were made.
mistakes were made.
And the camera was set on 4K
And
video,
it stopped,
and it stopped.
at 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
We don't have.
we were disappointed.
Any of
I
the
was
rushes.
very disappointed, but then we just have to do it again.
And we'll do
And-
it together.
And who knows, this might even be better. Okay, let's do this. Champ. Okay, so a few days ago, we've posted on our Instagram and Facebook stories asking our friends and families to send us questions we can answer. That's what you do to questions, right? You answer them.
Yeah, technically
Okay.
you do.
Okay. So without further ado, let's go. First question. Who is the first French president?
You know what? I don't even have the answer for that.
Really?
I'm like a history.
Okay. Okay, so first question. When is the time that you decided to spend the rest of your life with the other person?
Do you go first?
When did I decide that I want to spend the rest of my life with him? I would say the moment I fell in love with you.
Yeah.
Because like what we said, in a very early point, in a very early stage, even when we were just talking as friends,
Yeah.
we made it clear to each other that if we ever date, we would date for marriage.
Yeah, marriage in mind.
We're
all the
that
time.
kind of people.
Like future life in mind.
Exactly.
Like not for fun or whatever. And it's like, to me, when I fall in love with someone, with you, it's like I don't see an end to it. Because if you start seeing an end,
Yeah.
why even bother beginning?
Exactly.
I feel like I felt like you were the right one from the very beginning, and it's a process that repeats itself every morning when I wake up next to you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And every morning I'm like, oh, one more day. Oh, one more day. Oh, I got one more day. Oh, yeah, one more day. You know, every morning. And I'm happy every time I go to bed, and I smile, and I'm like.
And we know that we're sharing breakfast the next day again.
Yeah. And I was like,
I
oh,
like
that was one day.
I would say the moment you fall in love with someone, you would have the hope in you that you get to spend the rest of your life with a person, right? Because it would make sense.
It would make sense
for it to work that way. But also there are people who date without marriage in mind yet, and that's totally okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't see anything bad.
It's just not our philosophy about it.
Because for some people, they like the experience, the process,
Getting to know people.
getting to know people, even if you like talk to people, to like several people at the same time.
Yeah.
To them, that's okay, and it's okay so long that you are on the same page with the other person.
Yeah, exactly.
Because let's say I do enjoy dating. I talk to like 3 different people all at the same time, and he's one of them. And to him, talking is like a serious stuff already.
Yeah.
And once you talk, you date, and you actually like, you know,
Uh-huh.
invest in it. So what matters is that you're on the same page with the person you're talking to.
Exactly.
You agree with that?
I
Okay.
completely agree with that.
Okay, next question. Who is the first person to fall in love? And who is the first person to say I love you? That's me.
That's you.
Does that make me the first person to fall in love as well?
I don't know.
Because
Perhaps.
we can't really know.
It's hard to know when we fell in love. I believe I had a crush first.
Yeah, like what you said last night.
And I had plans on telling her I love you on Christmas.
Why did you have a crush on me?
I don't know. I don't know why. I just know how I realized it.
Okay, how?
Every time I received a text from you, every time I received a text, I would like
Yeah.
urge to grab my
Really?
phone. Yeah, and see if it's you or not. And if it wasn't you, I would be like, oh. And if it was you, I'm like, yes.
Oh,
Somehow.
je
Je
t'aime.
t'aime aussi.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this is the small things. Like, she was the person I enjoyed talking to the most. Every day I was looking forward to being, like, spending time conversing with her. And when every night she would tell me that she's going to bed, I was like, oh, no more talking before tomorrow.
I love you. Did you really feel that way?
Yeah.
Okay, kind of. Okay. Next question. What do you like the most about each other?
All the small things. All the small things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we both do things for each other. Smallest things.
Smallest things.
Just to make each other's life a tiny bit easier. It can be refilling water bottles, bringing them, putting
Each other's slippers.
Yeah, putting each other's shoes in place, or
The
I
small
would
things.
comb her hair.
Yeah.
Or-
I like it on my hair.
I like it too. And like, I don't know, like all those small moments
Mm-hmm.
we share are like somehow the most special ones. And what I like about you two is that you value things the same way I do somehow.
Yeah, we do.
Like, we value commitment
The same way.
the same way. So that would be one big thing I love about you. The commitment, the way we take relationship really, really seriously,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. I like his silence too. I like your silence too. Like, let's say for example, we're just like doing our own stuff and we're not even talking or we're not even like doing things together.
Mhm.
I like it too. So like what we said last night,
Like
it's
presence.
the presence of the person. Because when you say presence, it's big.
Mm.
It's the person himself,
Mhm.
right? So I would say that because you fall in love with one's soul, you just fall in love with the rest of them.
Oh, that's
Does it make
beautiful.
sense?
That's beautiful.
Off to the next question. Okay, for Clement. Do you remember this? Yes, you do.
Not right now.
Okay, if
Oh
you
yeah, I
will.
do know.
Okay, if you will tour Danica in France, what would be the first place you'll make her visit?
As I told yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
there are multiple places. Of course, if I would bring her to France.
One
with
I
me-
know.
Yes, one you know.
Disneyland.
Disneyland. I want to bring her to Disneyland. I want to make her visit Paris, of course, because we would be landing in Paris, so handy, right?
Makes sense.
So there's Eiffel Tower, Champs-Élysées, like
Say that again.
Champs-Élysées.
One more time.
Champs-Élysées.
Champs. C'est.
Champs-Élysées.
Champs.
It's like
Élysées.
Champs-Élysées, but you make the link. So Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées. Okay.
It's the most beautiful, what they call the most beautiful avenue in the world.
Wow. Okay. So Disneyland.
Yeah, that kind of
Paris.
things. Now, if we were in like an imaginary world where I could like teleport
Yeah.
in one place
And just make me.
and make her discover, the first thing I would want to show her is something private. My childhood home, for instance, my mom's shop. I would want to make her meet my family first thing.
Clement is such a deep and meaningful person. I said it last night.
You did.
So your answer is
Yeah.
your childhood home.
Probably my childhood home.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
realistically speaking, it will probably be either Eiffel Tower or Disneyland.
Maybe, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, realistically speaking.
Ooh,
Realistically speaking.
I didn't think of that one last night, but
What?
the Cathedral of Notre Dame.
Yeah, you've sent me photos of that before.
This or Sacré-Cœur.
We can
as
light
well.
candles together.
Sacré-Cœur you would love. It's, I'm not even sure, but I know it's a highly religious place with a wonderful, I don't know if it's a cathedral or church or something, but it's on what we call La Butte Montmartre in Paris. And it's like somehow a sort of hill in the middle of the city overlooking the whole Paris. And there's this chapel or church or I don't know. I'm so sorry, I'm not sure what it is.
It's okay.
And it's magic, especially at night.
Okay, let's do this. For me, question for Dan. If you'll cook a Filipino dish for Clement, what would it be and why? I've cooked you chicken adobo and pork afritada.
This is the best thing ever.
The
It's
reason-
delicious.
The reason, like I said last night, was because 1, I'm confident I know how to cook those. 2, I love them. And I don't know, that's just how it is, right? When you love something, you want the people you love to try them too.
I'm sorry for sinigang.
Yeah, sinigang doesn't... He's not a big fan of sinigang.
Not at all.
Not even a small fan.
Not
Are
even
you?
small. I'm
Not
really-
even a small fan.
I'm so sorry because I know it's one of your
Yeah.
favorite, if not your favorite. And
What?
I really can't. I tried, it's just too sour for me.
Okay.
Even when I like
Okay.
sourness, this is, no, I
Too much for you.
This is probably too much for me, I don't like it. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. But like for now, like at the moment, if I'm
Adobo.
cooking something, it's your favorite?
Adobo is my
If I'm
favorite.
cooking something for you to try, we said Filipino style spaghetti and what else? Oh, Filipino style pork steak.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that
Told me
too.
about that too.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
The thing is, we love cooking for each other.
We do.
Right?
We really
it's
do.
just nice. I guess it is how it is for everyone.
And I guess it's even more special in an like international relationship as you can make the other discover
It's totally
like part of
new
the
to them.
tastes like of your home country, like things you can find pretty much everywhere where you live.
Yeah, and things you had growing up.
Yeah, that kind of things too.
Because it's
Because
so
it's so
nice.
different.
It's like somehow you're going back to your childhood and you share it with a person you love.
Exactly.
Okay, next question. For the both of you, what is your love language?
Well, we almost answered it earlier.
Earlier?
The small things.
Physical. Service.
Service.
Physical contact.
Contact.
Tell them about contact.
I can tell them about
Okay,
contact.
we have a contact story.
Contact, it's like some moments where living together, it's not living together that becomes difficult, but living far from the ones we love, perhaps.
And the changes.
And the changes. I mean, we're in this apartment, just the two of us, and for the both of us, it's the first time living with just the one you love. And there is these moments where it's a bit harder, and you actually need like a big tight hug or physical touch, and we just call for contact, and we
Yeah, we call it contact.
and we like
You know, like
contact,
like tight hug.
tight for like a minute or two,
Yeah,
and
it's become our couple's thing.
it soothes the heart.
It's like it reminds the heart that hey, I'm here.
We're here for each other. And yeah, the small things, like we said earlier. Service, yeah. Refilling each other's water bottle, putting each other's shoes in place, helping each other with the smallest things.
And giving as well.
Giving as well, cooking
Giving
for each
as
other.
well. Yeah.
We
Service is giving.
Definitely, yeah. That would be my answer.
That would be my answer too. Next question: what makes your relationship stronger? Communication.
Like that's really nothing.
With communication.
Yeah, no, that's really a big keystone of our relationship. If you're not honest with the one,
Communication and honesty. Honesty.
Yeah.
I said that joke last night, but I just can't let it go because I think it's so good.
I hope you better laugh at this. Okay, I see you.
Honestly, honesty. No? Because I think communicating wouldn't be enough if you're not honest.
Communication was already a big thing in the past because that's all we had for more than a year and a half. We've been together for
20 months
now, and we've been physically together for a month.
So 19 months
19
of
months
those,
were communication.
we were just communicating.
It was just texting, calling, watching movies together, video calls, random games together as well, and all of that is full of communication. We don't have the choice. Like, if we don't communicate, we just split apart.
Exactly, right? If we stop talking, that's it.
Over now.
Exactly. But like, communication is also important because when you communicate, you get to share like a part of you to the other person.
Yeah.
How you think, how this works, how this feels. Communication is the only way they can know about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what I said last night as well, sometimes when we are in a relationship with someone, we tend to expect or assume that they are supposed to know exactly what we think and how we feel, and that's just not how it works.
And in even something you would want a certain way,
Exactly.
how could I know if you didn't tell
Exactly.
me? Or how could you know if I didn't tell
And
you?
that's not wrong. So every day we still practice that. Like sometimes when the other person does something that makes us feel uncomfortable or a bit disappointed too, it's normal because we are two different people.
We're adjusting, and the fact that
At the
we're
end of the day.
from really separate cultures has also something to do with that. I believe cultures around the world build love and relationships differently,
Yeah.
and value different things. So if we don't communicate, we can't express this. We can't make the other know how it is,
Exactly.
or how we see things, how our education made us see things. That's why it's also important, and probably more important in international couples.
International couples. Yes.
We're talking children, but
This is a sensitive topic.
how we handle family disapproval is different in the Philippines and in France.
It can be really unhealthy if you make them feel like they have no control over their lives.
Bucket
This
list, bucket
is
list,
nice.
bucket
This is
list.
nice. Remember like how it feels to do something you don't genuinely like, because it will give you motivation, reason, and courage to actually fight for what you want. Like 10 years from now, I want to be, when is the wedding day?